Oh no. Oh no. Slow mo. Slow mo. Welcome everybody to this week's weekly roundup installment number 2. All right, we're talking about today lessons 5 through 7. Okay, 5, 6, and 7 of Unit 1. We're going to work on going over all the important things from this week. You only had 2 homeworks that you're responsible for this week, 1.05, 1.06. Get those in by Sunday. They close Sunday and they're done. Some of the main topics for this week, we had homesteaders, we had buffalo, we had expansion, and Native Americans, specifically the Nez Perce tribe. So let's move on. What do we got over here? We have the Homestead Act. This was the big thing with lesson 5. This was amazing for $10. It was basically free. You had to fill out a form for that cost $10. You get 160 acres of land. This was to get people to move west. We wanted people west. All right, that was so important. All right, but there was dangers. There was dangers moving west. There was. There was Native Americans. There was tornadoes and bad weather. There was loneliness. You're in the middle of nowhere. It wasn't fun. There was dry land. There was times where we didn't have the irrigation we needed, and there was buffalo. But to help combat these things, we had these new inventions. We had the steel plow. We had the barbed wire, and also we had the McCormick Reaper. These 3 things, especially the barbed wire, defining property lines, were great for farmers and homesteaders. Were not great for buffalo. Were not great for Native American. None of these 3 inventions that helped homesteaders helped Native Americans at all. It was not good for them. So that was 5. How about 6? And lesson 6 and 7 were pretty tough. As you can see in the top left up here, trying to move the screen around, you can see the gift that we had in class over there. You can see the gift that we had in class, the Indian land sessions, how it went from all of this land and the green just shimmers down and gets lighter and lighter, and then it's gone. They're left with tiny reservations. So lesson 6 was losing a way of life. You know, they were losing everything they had, their land, their food. Buffalo were so important to them. And we talked a lot about buffalo. Buffalo meant food, clothing, and shelter for the Native Americans. It was everything to them. And the other big topic in lesson 6 was the fact that the Plains Indians were hunters. The settlers were farmers and ranchers. All right. They didn't mix. And we said they didn't mix because hunters need wide open spaces. And ranchers and farmers want defined spaces. This is my land. This is here. Well, that's great for their crops and that's great for their animals that they want to keep inside of there. But it's not great for the wild animals who need to go wherever they want. And it wasn't great for Native Americans who need to hunt the animals who need to go wherever they want. So they did not go over quite so well. All right. Our last lesson was lesson 7, and we talked about this amazing tribe, the Nez Perce Indians, Native Americans. They were a special tribe. They were free-spirited long, long ago when Lewis and Clark went west in the early 1800s. They helped them. They gave them food, water, drink, whatever they needed, helped them get all the way across. They were not treated so greatly years later. Their land was taken from them, and they fought and fought and fought. And when they finally gave up, there was promises that were made to them that were never kept, mainly because the people in Washington didn't know the real story of the Nez Perce Indians. What the people in our government knew was what people told them, and they made up stories about these Native Americans that just weren't true. And the sad thing is they just couldn't fight anymore. Chief Joseph, as you can see here, this is him, and he was their leader, and he fought a valiant fight, but he was just outnumbered and outmatched. And it was hard. It was hard these last 2 lessons, seeing what our country did to these people. They were here first. We kind of just pushed them off their land. All right, so quick recap of 5, 6, and 7. That brings us to our stars of the week. Last week's stars of the week were based upon work completion This week's Stars of the Week were based on participation. Now, these aren't the only people who participate during class. These are just the stars. These are the people who day in, day out are offering up opinions, reading on the mic, whatever. Now, if I missed someone, and I tried to write down names this week, and it was just, we only had really 2 days of classes. So these people stood out this week. If you're not on there, that's okay. That doesn't mean you're not a star. You just didn't get picked this week, and I'm sure you will be picked again. So, shout out to these people: Kaylin, Cooper, and Liam, Amira, Sayla, Jolie, Eli, Samantha, and lastly, Keelan, Daniele, Ayana, David, Assad, and Jathan. Awesome work this week, guys. So good. Keep it up. We need you stars every week. We need you. So, your quizzes today. Get your quiz done. It's important. Okay? Just like the dude's saying. Good luck. You got this. Don't stress. Do your best. Forget the rest. All right, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. And again, if you see and if you watch this video, there's any important stuff I missed from these lessons, please feel free to get in the comments, share your comments. I respond to every comment. So if you don't have a YouTube account, but your parents do, hop on their YouTube account and leave a comment, leave a question. You know, I'll definitely answer it. I can't wait to hear what you guys think of this week's recap. Have a great day and good luck on your quiz, everybody. Take care.